Hi friends, happy Thursday. Okay, let's see here. Remember last week when I said my light was kept flickering? Well, I reached out to the seller on Amazon. Now I see I have that yellow thing going through. So I don't want that happening. Anyway, I reached out to the seller and right away they sent me a new lamp. I'm just trying to adjust the light so I don't get that yellow buffering line running through it. Maybe if I move it back a little bit. Okay, I'm still seeing it. I don't know what causes that. I did not have that with the other lamp. They have changed the lamp, so it is the controls are on it differently and stuff. Okay, that didn't change anything. That's not changing anything. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. There. Maybe that fixed it. Okay, I'm not seeing the yellow, or am I? Oh, well, I'll have to do the best I can. Hi, my name's Jana. Thanks for being here. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I've got a fun card today using these two stamp sets, Silly Safari and Layered Thoughts. And I'm going to be making a cute thank you card, so let's just get to it. If you're new here, I am happy that you have found my channel. And for my subscribers, thanks so much for always being here. I appreciate that so much. Okay, so let's do some stamping. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to use my Stamparatus. And let's see. So I've just got a piece of basic white here. And what do I want to stamp first? I think I'm making a thank you card, so I'm going to stamp the thank you first. I love this big, bold, sort of brush mark looking font. So there are no dies for either one of the sets that I'm using today. So I'm going to be doing some fussy cutting. You know how much I love that. Actually, I'm getting better about it. I've been cutting so many images out of magazines for glue booking. I've been cutting images, but I haven't started, well, I have started a glue book, but I'm like spending more time cutting things than I am actually gluing so far. But I kind of felt like I needed to have, you know, a stash of things ready to actually collage or glue with. Okay, I am using Crumb Cake to ink up the word thank with. So if you have the ability to get on the chat, please do so and say hello. Okay, let's see. Do I want to do that one more time? Actually, I think I'm kind of happy with the way that looks. So I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, so the seller of this light, they were just really pleasant. I mean, I've had that lamp for just about a year, maybe not quite, but the only time I use it is when I do the videos. So I haven't used it a great deal, not like an everyday thing. So I wasn't sure if they would want to replace it. I didn't ask them to replace it. They offered, so that was really nice. Okay, so I've got the word you, which is in a different font and much smaller. These are called layered thoughts, so you could actually layer this word right over the top of the word thank by using a different color of ink, but I'm going to put it right underneath. And I'm going to change my ink color to Early Espresso. Hi, Sue. So a much darker brown. And I'm going to do that one more time. Okay, I like that. I've got glue on my glass mat there. Okay, I'm just looking to see how my light looks. I think that yellow line is still kind of going through there, but it's not super dark. I'll get that straightened out. I had not been having that issue with the other lamp, and basically this one's the same, so I'm not sure what's causing that. Okay, so there's that, and then let me move this down and this over here. Aren't these critters cute? I'm gonna pull out the monkey. So cute. I don't know why I put this plastic back in here. I think just to keep the stamps from being dusty, even though they're in a case, but okay, so maybe I will stamp it over here. I'm going to cut it out with a circle punch, so that is what I'm trying to determine here, where I want to position this. So I'm going to put him there. Well, maybe I better move him over just a touch. Okay. And I haven't stamped him before, so he's wanting to stick to the paper a little bit. And I think I'm going to stamp him with Early Espresso rather than black. Oh, and then he'll have big brown eyes like monkeys do. So that's cute. I'm glad I decided to go with that color. Oh, so cute. So cute. Okay. I honestly don't feel like cards with cute images like this are just for kids. And I am making this as a thank you card, so really it's not going to go to a child. But I would like receiving cards with cute things on them, so why not? Okay, I'm going to stop at that one. Cute. Okay. Okay, I think I am done with the stamping on white, so I will set that aside. And then let me pull out my green. I've got a piece of Granny Apple Green here, and I'm going to stamp some leaves. So I want this one. And I'm just going to put it right there. And I'm going to use Garden Green. And I'm going to have to stamp it maybe 3 times. We'll see. Get it where I want it. Maybe 2 will be enough. One more time. Okay, there. I'm happy with that. And then let me just move this down a little bit. I've got ink on my fingers. Okay, we're good there. Okay, and one more time. And I'm going to switch to shaded spruce. And in reality, I probably don't need to wipe off my stamp, but I just don't like to get my colors mixed up on my ink pads, so I prefer to wipe it off, even though we're going to a darker shade. This one's got more blue in it. One more. Okay. Now to, actually before I cut, let me color up my cute little monkey real quick. So I'm coloring in the inside part of his face, or her, his, her, with SU 800. Oh, my hand is shaky today. I watch on YouTube, oh no, not on YouTube, on Facebook. There's a page and I follow along. It's Gatlin Ray, this cute little monkey these people have. And she's so smart. And I just love watching her. Okay, and then for the outside, the fur, we're doing dark pecan pie. Or wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna do light and dark pecan pie. So maybe I should do the dark first. Actually. I don't know why I'm so shaky today. Actually, again with that word. I drank a protein, it's an iced coffee protein drink just a little bit ago, and it has just a little bit of caffeine in it. I don't do well with caffeine, so that is probably what the issue is. It is, the flavor that is my favorite is the chai tea. They're really yummy. Okay, so that's still the dark. I want the light now. If I can do this without messing it up, we'll see. Okay, cute. Oh my goodness. All right, and then I've got light bubble bath here. We're just gonna do the tongue and maybe a little bit on the nose here. And some pink little cheeks. Okay, so cute. Let me do the tongue one more time here. Adorable. Okay, so now I can cut out so any big plans for your weekend? Hi, Tina Bean. We're going to go up the road a ways. The next little town south of us has their, they call it Beachcomber Days. And they do a parade, but one of the bigger parts of their activities, I guess, is the car show. So we're going to go up with other members of our car club here with our car and do the car show there. They put on a fairly decent little parade, and typically the weather is nice and it's showing that it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. So hopefully that will be a good time. Well, actually, sorry, it's not tomorrow, it's Saturday. I'm a day ahead of myself here. So really, that's mostly the only thing we have planned for the weekend. However, it is Father's Day, so we'll either probably go out to breakfast or dinner, whichever my hubby decides that he would rather do. He's a breakfast guy, so I'm almost thinking he'll choose breakfast, but we'll see. I know this is a bit boring watching fussy cutting, but it's the only way I can get this cut out since there are not dies for this. Okay, but there is that. That's ready to go. And then the leaves. I am going to go back in and cut out the little divots just because I like the look of it better than just being completely smooth all the way around. Oh, Tina, you're going to Connecticut for your granddaughter's graduation. Cool. We're going to go watch our youngest grandson graduate from 8th grade this evening. Ooh, a 6-hour drive. Wow. Barbecue for you, Sue. Oh, good. I'm glad that you don't mind watching the fussy cutting, Tina, because I just don't want it to be boring. All right, there's that. So then I'm just going to snip out these little areas from the leaves. And then the monkey gets punched out with the circle punch, so then we'll be ready to put this card together. See, it looks much better just taking that extra little step to cut those out, I think. A barbecue sounds nice, Sue. We rarely ever use our barbecuer. We also have a little smoker. No, that's not right. A smoker? Maybe? Oh yeah, I guess it is a smoker. One of those. It's not one of those real expensive like smoker grill things, but my husband was doing tri-tip on it and it always turned out really good. But last year we didn't do it at all. I don't know, maybe I should get after him and tell him to do that again this summer. I think part of the reason why is it was so expensive. The tri-tip was, they were charging an arm and a leg for it last year for some reason. And I don't think we ever found any good deals on it. That could have been part of the problem. Okay, those are done. Move this down and get all those little pieces off. Okay, now the monkey. I'm using my 2-inch circle punch to cut him out. And then let me get a piece of scratch paper here. This one's big enough, I think. And Coastal Cabana. Grab my brush. Just going to add a bit of blue so it sort of looks like sky and behind instead of just white. Oh, that little face is so cute. And I really don't need to worry about the bottom because that's going to be covered up. Cute. Okay, let me get the parts and pieces here for the card. So I've got a card base of garden green. And I scored it, but I'm just going to go ahead and burnish that a little bit. And I am doing a landscape version of the card, and my paper is from the designer series, the new designer series papers, and this is the pack of Brights. It comes in all the different color families. And so let me just pull some of the pieces out here real quick, and you can kind of get an idea of the patterns that you get. So you get the leaves, and then you get these flowers. And on the back of the flowers is just a really nice kind of blended with white spots. And on the back of the leaves is that. And I'm thinking those are that is the extent of the patterns in the pack. And then you get 2 pieces of each pattern in all the different colors. So in this pack, it's, ooh, isn't that one pretty? Okay. All right, so I've got a piece of white for the inside, and I have a strip from what I cut off of my main piece that I'm just gonna put all along the bottom there, or just a bit of something on the inside. And I'm making this a thank you card, so right now I'm not going to put a greeting on the inside, or a sentiment, whatever you want to call it. I will do that when the time comes to send it. And sometimes for a thank you card, you just want to write what you want to say on the inside, so it doesn't really need anything else. And I can see I went off the edge a little bit with my adhesive there, so let me just wrap that to the back. So there's that. And then I have for my layer a piece of crumb cake, so that's all going to go together with the color that I used on the word thank you there, on the word thank, and with how I colored up the monkey. So this is a simple card, but I just think it turns out really cute. And so it's pretty easy to make when you need a quick thank you card. Or this could be a birthday, because in the words we've got happy birthday. You could also do a thinking of you. And I do like these colors together. The 2 different greens with the crumb cake. I think it's kind of good guy color card, guy colors too, I think. So it would be really cute for if you made it into a birthday card for a guy. Or a kiddo. Okay, so now then, I'm going to put my little monkey right about there. Let me get my glue. Make sure I'm putting him on there kind of straight. Okay, and then I need some dimensionals on the back of this. And I think I'll put one little one here. Okay. And this is going to go right along here. And then my leaves, I want one dimensional sort of towards the top. And we'll put glue down at the bottom. So cute. Okay, and then from my stash of embellishments, I'm using the opaque faceted gems. And I'm just going to use these brown ones here. They kind of fit in well. And I'm just going to put 3 of them along the bottom here. There we go. Too cute. Doesn't that turn out so cute? That little monkey's peeking through the leaves there. I just love it. Adorable. Okay, so then I also did it with the cute little zebra. Hi, Teresa. I know, the monkey, he's irresistible. He is so cute, but they're all cute. Okay, let's look at what other critters are in there again. We've got the giraffe, and it is so cute. And I love this sentiment that says, thank you big time. And I think even though it says thank you on the front, that could still be stamped on the inside. There's an adorable rhinoceros and a cute cheetah. Look at this one. I mean, they all have such sweet faces. And these leaves would be fun to do too. They're all cute, would make excellent baby cards too. So you can use these in any way you want to. Super proud of you. So you could do a cute graduation card. Do you want a peek of the graduation card I made for my grandson? Okay, so I will show it to you. All right. I just think it turned out so cute. Now the owl is from a past Stampin' Up set, and I just happened to have from Fun Stamper's Journey. This actually had some words below it or something, was a stamp, and I thought, gee, that hat looks like it will fit on the owl. So I stamped it out, cut the words away, and sure enough, it fit on the owl just perfectly. I think it turned out so cute. Like I said, he's graduating from 8th grade, so yeah, I was happy with that. Okay, so there we have that. And I'll get our little book and we will have story time. Oh, thank you, Tina. Yeah, it is a cute stamp set for sure. Silly Safari. And then I really like these words. Layered Thoughts. Okay, so the book we are still reading from is the one about grandmothers. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood, by Marie Curie. Her grandmother, as she gets older, is not fading, but rather becoming more concentrated, by Paulette Bates Alden. Just about the time a woman thinks her work is done, she becomes a grandmother. And that was anonymous. There is a delight, a comfort, an easing of the burden, a renewal of joy in my own life, to feed the stream of life of which I am part, going on like this. Betty Friedman. I don't think I read that quite right, so... I mean, I read the words, I don't think I put the right emphasis. I know why families were created with all their imperfections. They humanize you. They are made to make you forget yourself occasionally so that the beautiful balance of life is not destroyed. Annis Nin. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Women will always fear war more than men because they are mothers. A woman will always have a baby, her own or her children's, in her arms. Natalia Baranska something, blah, blah, blah. We haven't had a baby in our family for 14 years, 14 years. Grandmotherhood does not give us the right to speak without thinking, but only the right to think without speaking. Lois Wise. To reform a man, you must begin with his grandmother. Victor Hugo. Grandma Falk persevered. No. These words are so tiny, you guys. Okay. Persevered. Yes. Grandma Falk persevered against huge odds, and that kind of stubborn dedication to working hard and doing the best you could possibly do was a gift she gave directly to my mother. Diane Carroll. And this is the last one I'm going to read today. The Family is One of Nature's Masterpieces, by George Santa Anna. I got some new stuff today. Would you like to see it? Hi, Nancy. You're just skulking in the background. Okay, let me grab my box. I'll show you the new things. going to have to pile it up because I don't have anywhere else to set it. Okay, let's look at this pile first because it's kind of fun. Not that they aren't all fun. I will move these out of the way. But I'll leave these setting up here so you can kind of see them. Okay, so this sweet jar stamp, or not, yeah, stamp and punch set is actually available right now. You can get it in a bundle. And the punch is called Sweet Jar Builder Punch. Super cute. And so this set is fun because it's got stuff for the different holidays, or you can make it for any occasion. You could put whatever you want to in this jar that you might already have in your possession. Any kind of stamp. How fun would it be to put a little monster head in the jar for Halloween? Okay, you know, that's just me, but I think that would be funny. Okay, so you've got happy birthday, miss you bunches, a little treat for you, sending a little, and then there's the word sweetness, love, luck, party your way. So you've got, I love that this is in here because when it seems like I'm always taking part in some kind of a Memory Dex card exchange or an ATC card exchange, and they'll come up with the St. Patrick's Day theme or something, and I don't have much for that holiday, but this has got some 4-leaf clovers in it, so that's perfect because you could do a jar of 4-leaf clovers, and there's a background stamp for it. So that's like a two-step stamp there. There's hearts for Valentine's Day or anytime you want to do some sort of a love card. You could put candles in it for a birthday or whatever. There's candy, so you could color it up like jelly beans or something else. And there are little sprinkles, I guess, that you could put on the jelly beans. And then so this is coming up. This is not available yet, but this will be coming up to go along with this set. And I couldn't resist because I didn't really have this set on my want list. But when I saw this, I thought, okay, now I need this because they went and threw in a gingerbread. And we all love our gingerbread, right? Oh, Nancy said she was thinking a skull would look great in the jar. Yes, it would. It would be super creepy. Okay, so this has a fun, like, outline sort of stamp that goes along with it. There's a cute scarf and band that you can stamp on the snowman, so it would color in the band of his hat and the scarf to match. There's snow. There's a cute little bow. And then ornaments that you could hang down from the lid. May your heart be filled with joy, sending a jar full of cheer, wishing you the sweetest Christmas. And the jars are, of course, the same shape, so you can cut them both out with the punch. They're just slightly different. The lid's a little bit different, and I'm almost thinking that this lid here might fit into that lid, so you'd have like an outline with this one on the inside. The jar just kind of has different lines on it for shading. These are photopolymer stamp sets, so yeah, aren't they cute? Like I said, this bundle right here you can get now. If you get it in a bundle, you save 10%, or you can buy them individually. Okay, so there's that. And then I got this set, which is available now, Impressions A Bloom. And so this is also photopolymer. I haven't stuck them to the sheet yet. And you guys know I'm not the biggest on floral stamps, but ever so often something comes along that I like. So this one has these fun big oval stamps, and this one I'm thinking, since I haven't played with it yet, I'm not positive, but I'm thinking that maybe you can do a shaker card with it somehow, because I just don't know for sure. This one has two solid cut lines and the little dot stitching in between. So you're just going to get this frame. So I'm pretty sure you could make a shaker card with it. And then this one's just the solid here. But the flower, these flowers, see how the flowers are? So what's cool about this set is that this die here cuts all of these little lines into the flower. So all three of the flowers, it does that with. It cuts all those little lines in and just really gives these flowers some personality. The leaves, it does the same thing with this leaf here. And then there are centers. So I'm thinking the centers do the same thing, because there's the bigger one and the smaller one. So I think that that all does the same thing. And then you get all of these extras that aren't in the stamps. So you get these cute little flowers, leaves. What are these? Are these leaves? Are these some sort of petals? I'm not sure. I think these could be, I think those are flowers, right? Like not quite open or something. And then these fun stems. Okay, so this has paper that goes with it. Floral Impressions. I think this is the paper that goes with it. This might go with another stamp set, but in my opinion, all these flowers go together. So, isn't it gorgeous? Eek! I love this paper. Let's look at the rest. I saw a card made in a very different way, and I don't want to give it away, so I'm not going to say, because I plan on doing one of them for one of my videos. But that's why I needed this paper. But it's so pretty. So let's look at what else is in here. So you always get 2 sheets of each. There's a grid on the back of this one. Gorgeous. So pretty. And that purple, lavender, whatever there. Ooh, and then you get the foliage with the little yellow sort of sunflowery looking flowers. And there is a pretty, what is that? Pool party? Yeah. I love that they put the colors on the back. So pretty. Very, very cute. So a smaller flower pattern there, and there's the back. Oh, and there's still more. Ooh, I love that color combination. That is gorgeous. A nice green on the back. And that is that. So beautiful, beautiful papers. And again, these are called Floral Impressions. Okay, now for this last fun set. It is stinking adorable. This is not available yet, so it's something to put on your wish list. Tractor and Company. How cute is this? So here's the dies. You get the tractor and a wagon. The wagon can hold trees, so it could hold Christmas trees. It holds these pumpkins. It holds a big pile of hay. You can put a cute banner on your wagon or on your tractor. It also holds corn. It's got the word hey. Thanks for pulling me through. Season's greetings. Thinking of you. It's your birthday. Really tiny. I love that. There's times where you just want that itty bitty, you know, where you can put it somewhere. You can put it right there on the tractor. So let's look at the actual size of the stamps. Okay. So if you can see that, you can see the difference in the size from what's being shown on the front. The images are shown at 85%, so everything's a little bit bigger. And then the dies. So you've got dies that cut out all of these images. And then there is these, which I'm assuming are fenders to go around the tractor. There are layers for the tires, including like hubcaps, and even for the wagon, because you would use the 2 of this one for the wagon wheels. And so you get 3 on here, so that would give you your 3 hubcaps, 2 for the wagon and 1 for the tractor. There is a solid die here for more trees. There is this piece here that you could cut out of like a different color of paper that does the stack on the tractor, the steering wheel, and I don't know, some whatever. That would go along here, so that you might want to cut it all out in black or something. So it's like the vents, I think, on the hood of the tractor. Oh, I didn't see this one before, so I'm not sure where that goes. Oh, maybe that can go up so that there's a top on the tractor. I haven't figured that part out yet. This cuts out the seat, so this cuts the main part of the tractor, and that would cut the seat out right here. And then this cuts out the wagon. So yeah, this will be super cute to put together. And I love that there's things for, you know, every day, like the corn, and then the other seasons. So Tractor and Company. And that was the extent of my order today. Thanks for being with me, you guys. You have to have the tractor set, Tina. I know, it's so cute. All right, thanks so much for being with me. I hope you guys have a great weekend ahead, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.